Did you know there are banks that pay you to refinance your student loan? If not, I want you to come with me because I'm going to show you today the top 10 banks that pay you to refinance your student loan. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Studio Keyway Show. How you doing today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. Now, today I have an important topic to talk about. There are banks out there that will pay you to refinance your student loan. But before we even get into the nitty-gritty here, the question is, should you refinance student loans? Of course, yes. It depends on your situation. But right now, with student loan interest rates being so low, we believe this is the right time to actually refinance. And remember, you can refinance your private student loans as many times as you want, as long as you find a lower interest rate. For federal student loans, we recommend waiting to apply until at least 1 month before the federal student loan interest freeze expires. And the thing here is that to get the best refinancing deal, we really encourage you to shop around because it's kind of tough, right, to predict who will offer you the lowest rate. And you want to shop around. You want to basically find a better student loan refinancing deal that allows you to not only lower your payments, but also lower your payments in the long run, not just in the short run, but also in the long run. And one thing you also have to be very careful is that if you want to refinance federal and private student loans, federal or private student loans, make sure that you want to refinance a federal student loan if you work in the private sector, you have a solid emergency fund, and you owe federal debt less than 1.5 times your income, and you are ready to give up forbearance, forgiveness, income-driven repayments, and potential eligibility for the PSLF program. When it comes to private student loans, please refinance private student loans if you can find a lower interest rate. You want a different monthly payment. You haven't checked what lenders currently offer in at least 6 months, and you probably find something better, by the way, or you recently had a large increase in your credit score, because at that point, guess what? You could be viewed more favorably by lenders. Remember that you can refinance private loans 2, 3, 4, or more times. The only thing that matters is if you find a better rate. Of course, I'm talking here about private student loans. All right. And the one of the things that I also want to talk about here is that many people are asking the question, should I be refinancing in a period of economic uncertainty? We have the COVID, we have a lot of things going on right now. Of course. If you have private student debt and a stable paycheck, because that's the thing, you got to have a stable paycheck, you could likely find a lower interest rate with another lender even now. Some lenders now require proof of current income or an extra year of one or two tax returns. However, if you can find a lower rate, you should act and save money on your interest. The thing here is that you just have to understand that your credit score might decline by approximately 5 points or less when you refinance, because of course the lenders will check out your score. This is a temporary impact though, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Another thing I want you to think about before we get into the ranking per se is you need to understand that you can combine federal and or private student loans into one new loan with a private lender. This is basically possible. However, we will not recommend including federal student loans until the interest freeze has ended. Very important. All right. You cannot also reverse a student loan refinancing decision. So you can refinance with a new lender to move your loan to a new repayment term. But, and this is very important, folks, you cannot return to the federal student loan system. Once you're out, you're out. And you can choose a variable or a fixed rate. It really depends on your situation. You want to consider a variable rate. For example, if you could afford to pay off your student loan rapidly, and you can get a rate offer at least 1% below the fixed rate offer. But having said that, most borrowers in our research opt for the fixed rate. One thing you also want to think about is that there are protections that you have when it comes to refinance student loans, because most private lenders allow up to 3 months of forbearance. So you want to make sure that you read and check your promissory notes to verify. Forgiveness of private student loan debt due to death or disability could be considered taxable income. So make sure you have good term life and disability coverage. Another thing that we have gotten some questions when it comes to student loan refinancing is that people are asking, how soon can I refinance? Listen, you can refinance as soon as possible. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Any federal or private student loan you took out during school is eligible. Remember that the credit card debt, personal loans, residency relocation loans, or other debts you might have incurred during your education is not eligible for student loan refinancing. Very important. And so before I end this section, when is refinancing a bad idea? If you are seeking, folks, I want you to check this out. I want you to listen right now clearly. If you are seeking student loan forgiveness, refinancing is a very bad idea, because generally you need to owe less than 2 times your income and work in the private sector to even consider leaving the safety of the federal student loan system. If your loans are private, if your loans are private though, the only risk of refinancing will be choosing a monthly payment that is too high for you to comfortably pay each month. So I want you to check out this short video about our evaluation method. We do have a rigorous approach when it comes to evaluating all the banks that pay you to refinance your student loan. And we have strong criteria, clear criteria. Check this out. All right, let's get into it. Number 10, when it comes to the top 10 banks that pay you to refinance your student loan. Number 10, we have College Avenue. Of course, when I'm talking about banks, we're also including in the list financial institutions in general, right? So College Avenue, our score 8.5 over 10. We love this company because you have low rates and flexible options. What are the positives here? They offer many different repayment terms. They allow co-signers. They offer co-signer release after 24 months. The deferment or forbearance is available. And the interest rate, you have fixed APR starting at 3.34% and the variable APR starting at 3.24%. The bonus, $500 Amazon gift card for refinancing more than 100,000, and this is basically great. One thing we also love here is that College Avenue will actually refinance up to 150,000 for undergrad and grad degrees, and up to 300,000 for dentists, physicians, veterinarians, and pharmacists. Number 9, we have Citizens Bank. Our score 8.5 over 10. This is the best traditional bank with student loan refinancing. What are the pros here? You can refinance Parent Plus loans in child's name, and it's possible to refinance without a degree. And they allow co-signers and co-signer release available after 36 months. Deferment or forbearance available. Yes, there are some limitations though. In terms of the interest rate, you have a fixed APR starting at 2.99%, variable APR starting at 1.99%. What is the bonus? $100 to $2,500 depending on the amount refinanced. And this is kind of cool because the Citizens Bank is a great option for borrowers with strong credit who are looking to refinance $50,000 to $100,000 and who don't mind opening a debit or credit card account with Citizens Bank. So transferring Parent Plus loans to your child and refinancing without a degree are unusual perks offered. This is kind of cool. Number 8, we have SoFi. SoFi is a great player in the fintech space, and our score 9 over 10. This is great. This company is great if you want to invest and save at the same company when you refinance. What are the pros? They have competitive rates, member benefits, and unemployment protection. They allow co-signers, and there's no co-signer release offered. Deferment and or forbearance is available in limited situations. In terms of interest rates, you're looking at fixed APR starting at 2.99% and variable APR starting at 2.26%. Bonus $100 to $2,500 depending on the amount refinanced. And the SoFi, really, if you don't know them, SoFi was one of the first companies to offer student loan refinancing. So borrowers in the medical, dental, and legal fields should check their rates. Additionally, SoFi offers residency and fellowship refinancing. Fantastic. Number 7, we have a Marquis. Our score 9.9 over 10. This company, this bank, this financial institution is kind of cool if you're looking for a community bank or credit union. What are the pros? This Marquis compares many smaller lenders you might not apply to, and they allow co-signers. You have deferment or forbearance that's available. The interest rate, the fixed APR starts at 2.99%, and the variable APR starts at 1.98%. The bonus, you can get somewhere from $100 to $2,500 depending on the amount refinanced. And Marquis is kind of cool because they offer refinancing through community banks and credit unions, which have offered unusually good deals during the economic crisis of 2020, the COVID situation. Marquis also has some of the strongest unemployment protection. Fantastic. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation about the top 10 banks that pay you to refinance your student loan. And number 6, we have Credible. Credible is, our score is 9 over 10. This is best for comparing many lenders with one application. So they are a platform. Credible is not a direct lender, but it is a platform that allows you to compare and contrast many lenders with one application. What are the pros here? Strong application experience. The platform is streamlined, user experience fantastic. They allow co-signers. You have deferment or forbearance available with some lenders, and interest rates. You have fixed APR starting at 2.79%, and the variable APR starts at 2.25%. For the bonus, they have a limited time offer up to $1,000 bonus for loans over $100,000. And Credible presents offers from multiple lenders. Again, they are a platform, right? And so you have a constellation of rates, terms, and perks like unemployment protection. The application experience with Credible is one of the fastest of any refinancing company. Number 5, we have Splash Financial. Our score 9.5 over 10. This is the best new student loan refinancing startup. Splash Financial it's kind of newcomer here, but they are great. They are fantastic. What are the pros? You are able to compare multiple lenders. They have good customer service. They allow co-signers. Co-signer release offered by some lending partners. In terms of deferment or forbearance availability, you have that, but the length varies based on lending partner. Interest rate, you have fixed APR starting at 2.63% and variable APR starting at 1.89%. In terms of bonus, because this company will pay you to refinance your student loan. The bonus, it ranges from $300 to $500 starting when you refinance over $50,000. Splash Financial is kind of similar to Credible though and Marquis because it is a platform that searches multiple lenders, including many large credit unions. And Splash Financial refinances loans from borrowers with an associate, bachelor, or grad degree, as well as loans for for-profit colleges. Number 4, we have Common Bond. Our score 9.5 over 10. This is a great company when it comes to customer service and Parent Plus borrowers. What are the pros here? The positives. They offer fixed, variable, and hybrid rates. They allow co-signers. That's fantastic. The co-signer release is offered after 36 months. The deferment or forbearance is available also up to 24 months. And in terms of interest rate, we have fixed APR starting at 2.83% and variable APR starting at 1.99%. In terms of bonus, you have $300 for refinancing $50,000, $50 to $100,000, and they offer $1,050 for refinancing over $100,000. Right? And Common Bond is kind of cool because they are one of the few lenders that is not owned by a large company, and they are consistently one of the top 5 lenders when it comes to student loan refinance when it comes to student loan refinancing. One thing that I want you also to see is that Common Bond is a must check for borrowers with 6-figure balances as well as Parent Plus loans. Number 3 rather. I'm kind of fast today. No. Number 3, ELFI or ELFI. So ELFI stands for Education Loan Finance, and our score 9.5 over 10. They are great. They have excellent customer service. When it comes to customer service, we love ELFI. What are the positives here? Highly competitive fixed rates. They allow co-signers, but the no co-signer is not released. And deferment or forbearance is available up to 12 months. The interest rate, you have a fixed APR starting at 2.79% and variable APR starting at 2.39%. The bonus, $300 for refinancing at least $50,000, $500 for $100,000 to $149,000, and $1,275 for refinancing more than $150,000. This is fantastic. Educational loan finance, folks, aka ELFI, they excels with stellar customer service and low rates for borrowers with the highest credit scores. This is something I wanted to say. You got to have a high credit score. There is no max loan size, and the company's fixed rates are very competitive historically. And expect about 5 minutes to get an initial rate estimate. We keep on moving here, folks, and we are still having a conversation about the top 10 banks that pay you to refinance your student loan. And we have the number 2, Laurel Road. Our score 10 over 10. This is great. This company is great for medical professionals. The positives, you have flexible repayment terms, profession-based discounts. They allow co-signers, so co-signer release available after 3 years. Deferment or forbearance is available up to 12 months. The interest rates, you have fixed APR starting at 2.80% and variable APR starting at 1.89%. In terms of bonus, you have $300 for refinancing $50,000 to $99,000. You have $500 for $100,000 to $249. $49,000 rather, and you have $750 for refinancing over $250,000. Laurel Road actually serves all borrowers, but if you are in the medical profession or you are a Parent Plus loan borrower, you might want to check them out because they are really great. The company offers residency and fellowship refinancing and an additional 0.25% rate discount for certain professions. And Laurel Road will automatically apply the best bonus available up to $750 or any discount you qualify for when you use their online application link. Number 1, the best bank, the best financial institution that pays you to refinance your student loan right now is Earnest. Drum roll, Earnest. Our score 10 over 10. This is the best student loan refinancing company for flexible repayments. So the positive, you have a flexible repayment terms, custom loan payments. They do not allow co-signers. Deferment or forbearance is available up to 36 months. The interest rate, fixed APR starting at 2.98%, variable APR starting at 1.99%. For the bonus, you have $300 for a refinancing 50 to 100K and $500 for refinancing over 100K. And the folks, really, payment flexibility and consistently low rates make Earnest the top lender that we have actually seen out there. And Earnest also services its own loan. That's fantastic. So you actually, so you are in good hands, definitely. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. All right, folks, we are about to wrap up today's conversation. Thank you so much for your attention. Really appreciate it. What are the top 10 banks and financial institutions that pay you to refinance your student loan? Number 1, we have Earnest, 10 over 10. Number 2, Laurel Road, 10 over 10. Number 3, Elphi, 9.5 over 10. Number 4, Common Bond, 9.5 over 10. Number 5, Splash Financials, 9.5 over 10. Credible, number 6, 9 over 10. Number 7, Landkey, 9 over 10. Number 8, SoFi, 9 over 10. Number 9, Citizens Banks, 8.5 over 10. Number 10, College Ave, 8.5 over 10. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.